Uganda, a land of hidden treasures, home to over 50% of the world's mountain gorillas, 600 plus bird species, and more than 1,000 mammal species. Welcome to Uganda, a land of breathtaking beauty and boundless generosity, nestled in the heart of East Africa, where nature thrives and culture inspires. In 2015, Uganda stepped onto the global stage as President of the United Nations General Assembly, rallying 193 nations behind the historic adoption of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. At the core of this global blueprint was a bold promise to leave no one behind and to reach the furthest first.
The theme of the Assembly is, in quotes, the Sustainable Development Goals, a universal push to transform our world.
The government of Uganda, in partnership with the United Nations, established a dedicated National SDG Secretariat in 2019 to strengthen coordination and accelerate progress across sectors. Uganda's delivery of the Sustainable Development Goals is anchored in a robust, multi-stakeholder national SDG coordination framework. Guided by a clear implementation roadmap, the framework is brought to life through 5 technical working groups, driving efforts in planning and mainstreaming, data generation, financing, communication, coordination, monitoring, and reporting. The third National Development Plan is 95% aligned with the SDGs, supported by strengthened financing mechanisms like the Integrated National Financing Framework, INFF. The National Development Plan 4 is 100% aligned to the SDGs. Uganda has increased SDG data coverage from 45 indicators in 2016 to 95 indicators in 2020, 119 indicators in 2022 to 139 in 2024, and 144 in 2025, and produced 3 voluntary national reviews and multiple annual progress reports. Localization efforts include ASG localization guidelines, translations into 13 local languages, and widespread IEC dissemination. The country has hosted national and regional SDG events and actively participated in global fora. The government has also made substantial investments in key areas of infrastructure, as well as human capital development interventions, which have significantly enhanced the country's competitiveness. In the remaining period to 2030, our efforts will be guided by the 6 commitments for SDG acceleration and transformation, and ensure that these commitments are integrated into the upcoming 4th National Development Plan 2025-2030. The country will also enhance local financing mechanisms, strengthen partnerships for localizing the SDGs, support mindset change and enhance citizen participation, as well as improve data monitoring and reporting by exploring advanced data generation methodologies. Lastly, the achievement of SDGs and socio-economic transformation require sustainable financing, and as such, the government of Uganda continues to explore diversified funding sources and new innovative financing models to enhance financial resilience and resource availability to deliver on government's promise and, through it, the National Vision 2040. Uganda has, over the years, strengthened the healthcare system that effectively supports both preventive and curative services. The decreasing rates of maternal mortality ratio from 336 in 2022 to 207 in 2024, neonatal mortality rate, infant mortality rate from 46 in 2022 to 34 deaths in 2024, total fertility rate, and adolescent pregnancy rate serve as evidence of this. The government remains committed to investing in capacity building to produce a skilled and professional health workforce, upgrading health infrastructure at national and subnational health facilities, establishing strong primary and community health services, and expanding access to specialized healthcare services, among others. In addition to other factors, the improvements in the health sector have also led to a significant improvement in gender equality. In addition, there are several significant appointments of women to senior leadership roles and cabinet positions. Other initiatives include integrating gender equality into legal and policy frameworks, implementing gender-responsive budgeting, providing high-quality gender data and statistics, running programs to address gender-based violence, and promoting women's economic empowerment, among other areas. Additionally, the government of Uganda is implementing various programs such as the GROW project, aimed at responding to the needs of women entrepreneurs who want to grow their businesses, sustain their self-employment, and create more jobs. And other interventions are Uganda Women Entrepreneurship Program, Special Enterprise Grant for Older Persons, Senior Citizens Grant, Special Grant for Persons with Disabilities, and the Agricultural Credit Facility, among others. Building on these strides in gender empowerment, Uganda is also prioritizing the potential of its youthful population as a critical engine for inclusive growth and transformation. With one of the youngest populations in the world, as 49.5% of its citizens are under 18 years, the government of Uganda is keen on the productivity of youth to effectively play their part in the economic transformation of Uganda, in industrial skilling and innovation. The government has implemented the Industrial Development Strategy 2018-2028, which focuses on promoting value addition, industrialization, and export-led growth, established the Uganda Development Bank to provide financing for strategic sectors, including agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing, launched initiatives such as the Presidential Initiative on Industrial Development and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Program to support entrepreneurship and innovation, invested in infrastructure development, including transportation, networks, energy, and ICT, to enhance connectivity and facilitate trade, promoted public-private partnerships to leverage private sector expertise and investment in key sectors. In complement to these economic efforts, Uganda is also intensifying actions to safeguard its natural resources, particularly its vital aquatic ecosystems. The country's sustainable fisheries production is estimated to be 500,000 metric tons. However, the country's current population of 45.9 million, growing at a 3% annual rate, the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Policy projected a 1 million ton fish supply deficit. This deficit is expected to progressively increase unless an alternative sustainable source of fish supply is identified. Through collaboration with development partners, civil society, private sector actors, and grassroots communities, the country is fostering innovation, enhancing knowledge exchange, and mobilizing resources to deliver transformative results. These domestic and multilateral partnerships by Uganda have demonstrated strong leadership in advancing African integration across economic, political, and social dimensions. Through active implementation of Africa Continental Free Trade Area, African Union, and regional economic blocs initiatives, infrastructure development, peacekeeping, and inclusive development programs in agriculture, youth, and the environment, Uganda is firm in its promise to contribute to the development of Africa. The Kampala Declaration of the 11th African Regional Forum on Sustainable Development is expected to highlight these efforts as a model for the continent. Leveraging its Pan-African vision, Uganda is not merely benefiting from integration, it is actively contributing to Africa's path towards unity, prosperity, and peace in alignment with Agenda 2063. Uganda's journey towards sustainable development is a testament to visionary leadership, collective resolve, and a deep commitment to leaving no one behind, building a future where every citizen thrives and Africa rises together.